What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Monday, August the 21st, 2023. It's been a little bit, I've been a little bit inconsistent with my videos. I've been taking some time, spend some time with my family and enjoying some of the work that we put in over the year. And we're going to get back to it. So I know I've said that, maybe a few times, but things happen the way they happen. Anyway, I'm not going to take too long talking about that on this type of video because, of course, this is a Cloudfi video that we are doing today. It could be one of our last Cloudfi videos today, so I want to make sure that we are staying on topic the best that we can, right? Before we get started and talking about Cloudfi, I want to remind all of you that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor, all right? I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, just make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp, man, because if he gets you, there's absolutely nothing that I can do to help you. All right, so stay diligent and vigilant in this space and in this comment section as well. So we're talking about Cloudfi. Cloudfi is a platform that has been around for us a few months. And it was one of those that was reminiscent, or is one of those that was reminiscent of the Pegasus and some of the platforms that had good stints, right? Had good 4, 5, 6 month stints. And for those of us that are able to understand how to play this space the right way and was able to get in early, stick and stay, and withdraw as often as possible, then you were able to hopefully make all of your money back passively. For those of you that may have gotten in later along the journey, you may not have gotten into that portion just yet, but that is the risk of this space, and hopefully everyone understands that at this point. For those of you that are new to the space, let me learn you real quick. This space is an extremely risky space, and unless you are willing to lose, it's going to be hard to gain. There's going to be opportunities here that you're going to see that look amazing, and there are going to be high percentages and low percentages and all these different things that get thrown at you, a lot of numbers and a lot of opportunity. And for those of you that share or are link sharers out there, it's going to be a lot of opportunity to share with other like-minded people. However, we don't hold the cards. We don't know how many of these platforms are legit, how long they will last. We don't have a crystal ball on that. And that is the risk. They could last 6 months. They could last 4 years. They could last 2 weeks. The fact of the matter is we don't know. So what we can do, though, is we can learn along the way how to navigate this space and what to look for when things start to look a little rocky, when they're looking good. Of course, we'll see that over time. It takes some time to learn that in this space. So I wanted to say that just for anyone that may be new and just getting some information on what may be going on with Cloudfi. So with Cloudfi, it was one of those platforms that I had been talking about for a long time, and we had established some red flags that would be red flags if they showed up, and we've been talking about them since day one. I have constantly said because of the way this platform the platform pays out, it's an instant type of withdrawal. So I said, okay, well, the first red flag is always going to be that they stop doing instant withdrawals. They stopped doing instant withdrawals. They went maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, they went to a process that said, hey, we only want you to withdraw on Sundays. And to me, of course, while we said we don't necessarily agree that that's the best way to move, we were willing to see what happens because one, when a platform goes from instant paying every day to, oh, now I need a whole week and you can only withdraw on 24-hour time periods, we're not naive here. We know that's a red flag, and we've been talking about that. However, if a platform is willing to communicate and keep the lines of communication open, then we say, okay, let's see what happens, like I said. So what has happened over 2 weeks now is I don't believe anyone has gotten a single withdrawal on the Sunday withdrawal time period. I don't even believe I processed a withdrawal yesterday because pretty much last week when I saw that, and then the different things that were transpiring, like the first time they transitioned over to this new payment type, they didn't pay out, right? They could have established a little bit more trust with the community if they were able to pay out. Now, There are some word out there that Cloudfi received a cease and desist from California. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that, but it seems to me if a platform is decentralized and you don't even know if really the CEO's name is what it is, Jacob Johansson or something like that. We don't know that that's a real person or a real name. It's just a person on Telegram. So at this stage, I don't believe it ever asks anybody where they're from. In my personal opinion, I just think that California is just handing out cease and desist orders in this space because there's a lot of attention on this space right now, quite honestly, in a small niche space that this is, because of some big names that have come through like Novatex and the IPCs, and there's many other platforms that have received cease and desist orders at this point from specifically the state of California, and Canada also gets into the British Columbia, gets into that realm as well, but we won't get too much into that. There was word that Cloudfi received one, and I don't know where Cloudfi is based off. I mean, if we go to the actual Cloudfi .info site, and I'm gonna go ahead and share this with you guys now. If we go here, and we're going on the home page, usually they have some, some of these platforms, they say, oh, well, we're from blah, blah. So it says Queens Road, Central Hong Kong, and China, right? So, all of those countries are not the U.S. The U.S. doesn't really like stuff like this. Let's just be real about it. So anyway, here's my decision. I'm going to cut straight to it because I don't want to dilly-dally any longer. When a platform goes this long without paying, we can always tap back in and say, oh, it's paying again. Very simple. We just jump on here and say, hey, it's paying again. I got to withdraw. So if they do process withdrawals, great. I have one still in pending currently right now. So if they do process them, of course, I will know. I'll do a video. I'll come on here and let y'all know what's good. Y'all know how I get down. But right now, especially because I'm not seeing anywhere that people are getting withdrawals. As a matter of fact, with them keeping the Telegram community open and people are still talking about not receiving withdrawals, it's hard to continue giving time to this platform. Y'all know how we get down. If it has problems paying, it's 95% chance that it's about gone. And that's just how this space is in general. And we have to acknowledge those red flags when they come. It's not a great day. We're not excited about it, but it did have a great run. I mean, this is what platforms can do. Cloudfi is something that was a decent example, and usually, and this is something I'll add in here as well. When platforms start doing the most, like they start doing a whole lot of promotions and this and that, it's been hard not to see it as a red flag. And we've seen it so many times. So for those of you that haven't seen it so many times, start paying attention to that and look into the different platforms that you're in. And if they start doing a whole lot of bonuses and things like that, just keep your eyes open on what happens in the future. I'm not saying that it's a complete write-off or anything like that, so don't take it for that. But what I am saying is that majority of the time, it's about months away, at least a couple months from possibly not even paying anymore or even being active. The website might even be gone. We've seen it. So we're not naive to it. And to get back to Cloudfi, just to sum it up, what I have decided to do is I have removed my link for any future videos. So hopefully everybody sees this video. If you need to share this video with people that that are in Cloudfi, and feel like they need to make a decision, that of course is all their decision to make. My personal decision is I don't wait around for platforms to, quite very often, I'll say. Very often, I do not wait for platforms to get their act together before I move on and start to find something else that works. And Cloudfi worked. And we want to find things like Cloudfi. We like to keep diversified, not only in different platforms, but different type of platforms. Cloudfi was a daily withdrawal for us. And we like to have a little bit of mixture here of some dailies, maybe some weeklies, maybe a monthly here and there. But we like to keep things moving on a daily basis. And that's just how we decided to do it here. You guys can decide to do however you decide to do it. But with that being said, and with Cloudfi not paying as of right now, and possibly never again, I don't know. I'm not here to spread FUD, but what I am here to say is, in a realistic standpoint, I am not going to wait around for Cloudfi to get his act together. We'll see if it gets its act together. If it does, great. If it doesn't, we're not hurt. We can continue to move forward. And for those of you that may be hurt in the space, I do believe that there's only a few of you that would be hurt, and it's only if you did one of a couple things. Maybe you got in late. Maybe you've been seeing it and you've just been like, I don't know, this, that, and the third. You know, listen, the I think the minimum deposit you can make was $100. So quite honestly, for those of you that may not have $100 to be in this space, you might want to consider whether this space is for you in general. I know there's people from all over the world watching these videos, and I'm just being honest. You might want to consider whether you're willing to risk that little bit of capital in this space, because this is a risky space. So if you don't have minimums in some of these platforms, then you may not want to be in this space, or at least this platform. You can find other things that may work better for you, of course, if you dig deep enough. But anyway, the other thing that I would say, that if you're hurt today, it's possibly because you over leveraged yourself. You may have over leveraged your time in this platform. You may have given too much time to it. You know, maybe you've shared it with some people, and you really wanted to share how good this was, and you know, you may have fabricated some things. I don't know, but what this platform has always been is a risky platform, and it was a risky platform that worked, and now it's a risky platform that is having issues. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my link down. I think that's safe to say. That is a good thing to do for those of us here that have been sharing our journeys in this platform. And going forward, if there's any news that I see on Cloudfi, of course I'll bring it. If not, then we'll move forward. And of course, there are plenty of avenues at this point right now to be able to stay engaged and see what's going on. They have many Telegram groups. They have a support Telegram. They have a community Telegram right now that has got a lot of activity in it. Of course, they have an informer Telegram. They also have this transactional type Telegram that is showing a whole bunch of deposits right now, but I don't think that that's, hopefully that's not a whole bunch of new money. Hopefully that's just a whole bunch of people that are taking some of their commissions and stuff and deciding or whatever balances, accumulating numbers on the screen that you see right now, because really, if we can't withdraw it, it don't count to nothing. But you know, people could be just depositing numbers on the screen. So anyway, with that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you, and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the Wild Wild West, y'all. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. All right, ask me how I know. It is not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, just make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, there's absolutely nothing that I can do to help you. All right, so stay diligent, stay vigilant in this space and in this comment section. All right, I will see y'all on the next video. This is a Cloudfi update, and hey, Cloudfi, if it's it, you had a great run, and we move on. Peace out.